Hey everybody, it's Victoria. Today we're talking about something near and dear to my heart. Desire. What does it mean? Um, Now, for me, desire is really interesting because before transition, I had no understanding of what desire was because I never had it. So, how did I? The only way I could ever imagine it was through what other people said and talked about, which was very different than my experiences. So I had no desire, no possibility of desire. And then when I found it, actually with medicine here, um, desire became like a real thing. I started understanding it. To go back from a post from yesterday or the day before about desire, it was like for the first time I understood why people were acting so crazy. Because before that, whenever I saw two couples arguing or super
Yes.
passionately, madly in love, and I'd be like, what the fuck, right? But I finally understood they're crazy because I now have the
Or a
crazy.
little jealous.
A little bit of the jealousy. I never had that before. So, um, going back to this kind of concept of desire. So, I realized that I had desire for somebody else, like this woman, and I've never experienced that before. So I'm like, wow, I have this desire. I desire to touch her. I desire to love her. I desire to have sex with her, and I desire to make her happy, and I desire all these. I desire. And that's one kind of desire. Now there's sexual desire, emotional desire. There's all these different kinds of desire, but like sexual desire is kind of the one that stands above all other ones. It is the bond between two people that in so many ways is the most the romantic one, the relationship one, the love one, the sex one. Those desires are like they stand alone, in my opinion. So I desired all of these things. And then I always thought, wow, that's way more than I ever experienced before. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I love that I actually have desire for somebody else, to touch somebody else. Sexual desire. I wanted to touch her all the time. And I was like, that's amazing. And then I started to realize that that desire didn't go just one way, it was coming back at me. And her desire for me also makes me feel more happier and more in love and more desire. It's more. And then I was like, well, that's double what it used to be. And then I was like, actually, there's two more. I love that she loves me to touch her, right? Like, and she loves me to touch, she loves it when I touch her. And the same goes for the other side. I love it when she touches me, and I love it when I know she wants to touch me. And she knows that I want her to touch me. So it's now four. And there's this reverberated increase in desire. It's not just I want to do this, it's like all of these things with this other person. So it's not double, it's quadruple. And then that is something that you can't multiply if you don't really have that kind of exchange. If she had never desired me and she just tolerated me, which she probably does every once in a while, um, it would have been enough because I would have been like, wow, this is amazing. But to have the other parts of it like just speaks to me. And so then it goes into the discussion of how do you know you have desire versus how do you not know? How do you not know, right? Like, what is it if you don't have it, for example? And I was like, I understand it in a way. I miss my partner when she's not with me. I crave her in all the ways, sexually and otherwise. Just being with her, being close to her, smelling her, whatever the hell it is, right? And I miss her. And we have this unbelievably strong emotional connection. And I can say that I never had that with another person. I never had that emotional connection. Like an insanity within, you know? Like, I'd be like, I'm acting so irrationally. What am I doing? But I couldn't help it. It was those emotions. They were crushing the rationality within me. And then I also thought, like, if I had been in a relationship in the past and my partner just came to me and walked up and said, Victoria, we're done, I'd have been like, cool. Literally, I think I would have just like snapped and been like, cool, what's for dinner? Just my personality. And I think to myself about her, and I'm like, when she's gone for 10 minutes, we have a problem. Codependency, anyone? Anyways, so point being that I miss somebody and I crave them, and I would be devastated if I lost them. And I would be devastated if I never got to be in the same room as them and love them and all the other things, them, sex them, fuck them, this, that, them, that.
You're going to say my name.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so my take on desire. And then I realized that I never had it before because I never had those feelings about somebody. And desire is kind of interesting because, like, it's kind of like a meter. This is when you don't give a shit about somebody. This is when you hate somebody and want them to go fuck themselves. But so the opposite of desire is disassociation, hate, whatever. But like, let's say we're at neutral, right? To get to a place where you miss somebody is here. But to miss somebody sexually, you have to miss somebody first. And like, the miss somebody romantically and sexually is way over here on the other end of the spectrum. So I had never had that thing all the way over here. I was always just in tolerance and sacrifice. And then so I realized that to miss somebody, like I miss my friends when I don't see them, but it's never going to go that way. It's never going to go past the first one. So it's always going to be from 0 up to neutral and then less. But sexual desire is cool because you have to miss somebody and then you also want to fuck them and have a romantic relationship with them, which is all the way over here. And that means from here, you can go from here all the way down, sometimes even here. But if you start a relationship and all you got is here, that's unfortunately the best you're going to do. It's going to be from here and less. It's very hard to get a relationship that starts here and pushes it that way. Yeah, maybe you can push it a little bit, but it's always going to be from there all the way down. So desire is so important because it creates a bond and a relationship and all of these wonderful things. But the lack of it, that's the worst thing of all. To not have desire is to be just flat. And I feel like I am so lucky to be with this beautiful girl.
No! Don't me. I just like your tits right now. They're huge.
Okay. And that's the reason she's still with me. No, I'm just joking. I hope not. I mean, kind of a little bit of me hopes so, but whatever.
They're going to think we're so nerdy. I'm sitting here watching you do your video.
Okay, so all the love. I hope you find desire in your life. I feel like this is a good explanation of what it is and what at least it felt for me. And love ya. Bye, everybody.